first glance, the worm-like race known as the Legolo may not appear all that dangerous, but when formed into a bonded pair, they create some of the most ferocious warriors in all the Covenant. A Legolo colony formed around nearly indestructible armor plating forms the Hunter, and they've been terrorizing the battlefield since Halo Combat Evolved. So welcome guys to my breakdown of the Hunters of Halo Combat Evolved, and like I always say, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed making it for you, because these videos are a ton of fun to make, and I'm glad you guys enjoy watching them as well. But guys, if you're new, welcome to Live from My Basement, a YouTube channel where I sit here in my basement and talk to you guys about all things Halo. I hope you guys enjoy your stay, but guys, let's dive into my breakdown of the Hunters of Halo Combat Evolved. The Hunters serve as heavily armored shock troops for the Covenant. Deployed to the battlefield as instruments of war, they do not have any kind of ranking system like the other races of the Covenant. Hunters are deployed to the battlefield in pairs known as Bond Brothers, and are clad in nearly indestructible armor with large spines protruding from their backs. This dark blue armored plating offers great protection for the Legolo colony inside the armor, especially against small arms fire, which means Marines have a difficult time against Hunters.
You're all gonna die! How about some of this?
Though their plate armor can be penetrated by heavy machine guns on the backs of Warthogs and Scorpion tanks.
Hey, that one's free! Get up so I can kill you again!
The trick is to shoot the Legolo colony itself through the gaps in the armor plating, but as you guys probably know, there's some easier ways to take these guys out, but I'll mention those later in the video. The Hunter is outfitted with a different armament on each arm, one designed for offense and the other defense. The right arm is equipped with a purple plasma cannon that fires globs of explosive plasma that can devastate infantry and vehicles. The green canister of ammunition strapped to the side of the cannon is very reminiscent of the ammunition used in the fuel rod cannon used by the Spec Ops grunts in Halo Combat Evolved, though they do not detonate after the Hunter's death. Fortunately, the cannon itself will glow green before it discharges its payload, offering a moment to evade its destructive capabilities. While the left arm is equipped with an indestructible shield that the Hunter uses for defense that can deflect small arms fire from projectile weapons, and plasma weapons. It's also worth mentioning that a plasma grenade can stick to a Hunter's blue armored plating, though it is deflected from the Hunter's shield. The Hunter can also use the shield as a devastating melee weapon that can even send Chief flying. And with all of that said, you might be thinking that the Hunters are nearly invincible, but the Hunters of Halo Combat Evolved do have a few weaknesses outside of using explosives. Like Halo CE, Hunters being one of the few in the entire franchise that can be killed with melee attacks. Or that they can be instantly splattered by vehicles, though they do have the ability to try to leap out of the way. But the most infamous is that these mighty troops can be taken down with a single shot from the sniper rifle or magnum, which can be pretty anticlimactic. And though the Hunters of Halo CE do have their flaws, I do like to think of them as classics, and they did pave the way for greater Hunters to come in later Halo games. So guys, that was my breakdown of the Hunters of Halo Combat Evolved, and I've always had a soft spot for them, just like I have really all the Covenant in Halo Combat Evolved, because even though the Hunters have flaws in Halo CE, they're supposed to be like these mini boss fights, and that you can literally take them out in one shot of the Magnum. I mean, I wouldn't change it, because that's a part of Halo Combat Evolved's DNA, and even though it's quirky and weird, I love it. You know, sometimes I just don't use the Magnum at all, and just try to fight them with other weapons, just to kind of feel like I'm having some sort of boss fight. Sure, it's not ideal, but I mean, the game's a classic for a reason. I love it, and ultimately I wouldn't change them at all, because ultimately they get better later on throughout the Halo games. But guys, that was my breakdown of the Hunters. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as I always tell you guys, I have so much fun making these videos, so I'm glad you guys enjoy watching them as well, and be sure to let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see next. I can't wait to read them. But guys, that's all I have for this video, and if you find yourself liking the video, be sure to drop a like on it, because it helps the video reach more Halo fans, and it means a whole lot to me. And as you guys know, I make new Halo videos every single week, so be sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.